Hey guys, Sandy here. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am scrapbooking these two photos. This is inside of the Icicle Ridge Winery that we went to. I've pulled out a couple of things that I definitely want to use from my never-ending kit. But besides these few things that I've pulled, I'm not sure what else. Don't really have a plan other than I liked these colors together. So let's see what I can do. Alright guys, I'm starting off the layout, as all good layouts start, with a little sip of coffee. Okay, so I have a couple of papers. Now these are all from the Never Ending Kit. I've got this cardstock that I'm going to use to map my photos. I've also got this blue twirly paper from Cocoa Vanilla, and there's this flocked dotted paper on khaki that I don't remember where it came from. I really do love the khaki with the teal, and then these little pops of the purple and the neon green. You guys, that just like hits my color happiness in a whole funky way that I can't even describe. Now, I was going ahead and edge distressing just about every layout I was doing there for a hot minute. I decided not to for this one. Sorry about that. Decided not to for this one. But, you know, it's fine. I'm also getting ridiculous joy out of using these unfun butterflies. I almost called it a blueberry. Don't know why, but that almost came out as a little bit of oomph behind that layout. So they are unfun because they have no sticky on them. I do have a fun foam dealer, but I did buy these unfun butterflies because they were a couple pennies. They were ridiculously cheap, and I thought I could use them, which I did. So I'm trying to figure out how I want to bring everything together. So I've decided to kind of scooch everything over on the right hand side and just see what I can do, right? Like what am I doing here, you guys? I literally have no idea. I do know that the way I have created these layouts isn't exactly in order on the channel. So if you're like noticing some weird things, I think my kit check-in was actually after I created this layout, but the kit check-in posted yesterday. So it's a little topsy-turvy, but that's okay. I'm trying to figure out what I can do with a title, including this lovely tag. It is in Chamel's handwriting, but I feel like it's not so much that it is going to scream handwriting, right? You guys know I have a couple of hang-ups in scrapbooking. Some of them are just weird little things. Some of them drive me bonkers insane. But I don't like other people's handwriting too much in my albums. It just feels weird to me to do that. But every once in a while, a word or two like this that doesn't stress me out. It is one of the reasons why I don't subscribe to some kits, because of the handwriting that's on there. And it's also why I don't buy some of the products, because there's just too much of that person's handwriting. I want my handwriting in my album. You wouldn't know that because I don't journal on everything, but I want my handwriting in there. That's kind of what it boils down to. So I am trying to figure out how to finish decorating this page, right? Like, I've got the awesome colors that I like. Now I've decided that I need to bring in some yellow as well, because why not? When you already have a bunch of colors, why not bring in another one? The thing is that they all coordinate together. And I do find it to be really awesome that you can take a kit like this one, which is the Never Ending Kit, the April version, where it's got lots of bright colors in it. There's plenty of pink, there's plenty of, you know, all of the colors, but if you pull different elements from the kit and you focus on these colors, it gives you a whole different vibe than what is already going on with the other pages, and I find that to be really awesome. This is why I am excited to see what the kit turns into over the course of the next year that I work with it. And I'm going to do a comparison of what was first in the kit and what ends up in the kit, and I hope it's completely different. Like, I hope that it shows that you can just keep using products and adding other products in, and it can totally change the feeling of whatever you're working with. So fingers crossed it does that. Hopefully when I go through my stash to add, I won't just be drawn to the same exact color combos. So now I am going to decorate on the left hand side here. So there is a tag there. And of course that is going to get filled up with a little bow, because one of those scrapbooking things, you guys, just don't like naked tag holes. Hasn't always been that way, but right now, no naked tag holes. For a couple years, actually, no naked tag holes. I'm going to do some more layers here. I'm also using those Bella Boulevard letter stickers. They're kind of a purple plaid over there where it says days, and I am not gonna lie, the fact that the letters are not completely cut out drives me a little bit bonkers. Not a fan of leaving the insides of the letters in, right? Like, if you get a chipboard letter and it still has, if the O still has the O inside of it instead of a hole, that's another one of the things that drives me bonkers. A little bit more than, you know, handwriting, actually. But I guess I'm embracing all the things I don't like or kind of shy away from on this page, because we've got the letters and handwriting. But I'm not going to let it stress me out too much. I did try to cover it up. I did try to figure out something that could go in there, and short of grabbing a pen blade or an X-Acto knife now, because my pen blade broke, my X-Acto knife broke, but we went to Harbor Freight to go have a fun time, and I'm not being sarcastic about that. I love going to Harbor Freight. I find it to be really cool and really awesome. Got myself an X-Acto kind of craft blade knife. It was on clearance too for $2.97, so you know that made me even happier that I bought something that I needed and I got a deal on it. So I'm going to go ahead and create some excitement up here on the top of the photo as well. Wasn't exactly sure what I wanted to do with that. These little chipboard banners I trimmed so that I could have them kind of cockeyed next to each other, and I just really struggled with getting it. I felt like I had it the way I wanted it, and then I couldn't recreate it. Don't you hate that? If you're putting stuff down and you're not sticking as you go, and then when you take it apart to glue it all back down, it doesn't ever go back the exact way. I know you could take a picture of it. I know all of the tips and tricks, but it still isn't the exact same. Which is why, for the most part, I do glue as I go. But every once in a while, you just don't. So I do eventually get that figured out, and figure out how I want to bring in the florally bits and how I want it to connect and look. Looking for some word stickers. Now, I love these Tim Holtz word stickers, right? Like, there is a bunch of great words in there, and I have used most of them. But a lot of the ones that are left in there aren't kind of like everyday phrases that you can just slap on any kind of layout. They're pretty specific. Like, I couldn't put "not my circus, not my monkeys" on this layout. It doesn't work. But I am going to add little bits and kind of finagle everything around until I just get it to where I'm happy with it. And guys, that is going to do it for this layout. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys again real soon for another video.